June 18th, 2000 at 4:40 p.m., Tiger Woods won the U.S. Open at Pebble Beach.
Tiger Woods is the 100th U.S. Open champion in history.
That week, he won by 15 shots, and in the final round, Tiger shot a bogey-less 67. Today's challenge is I need to beat Tiger's final round of 67. I'm a scratch golfer, okay? It's 53 degrees at Pebble. It's a cold day out here, so I'm gonna need a little bit of help. So today I get to use mulligans. And I need to play a full round, shooting under Tiger's score of 67 with under 18 mulligans. So bad. I want to save my mulligans. Oh, let's go! I'm Brixton, the CEO of Performance Golf, and this is Perfection at Pebble. We're gonna play today with a couple key rules of thumb. Number one is I need to avoid bogeys out here. If I'm gonna shoot 6 under par, I gotta limit my bogeys. So that's number one. Number two is I'm gonna use my mulligans on missed putts inside 8 feet. Number three is I'm gonna use my mulligans when I short side myself. When you short side yourself, you're giving yourself your greatest statistical chance to make a bogey. So I need to use mulligans on those shots. And lastly, I'm gonna use a formula called expected value. So the expected value of using a mulligan goes off a really simple calculation, which I'm gonna break down for you. And you guys can use this if you play in scrambles. If you wanna do better in scrambles, if you wanna start winning scrambles, use this calculation on when to use your mulligan. So expected value equals the cost of hitting a bad shot times the probability of hitting a good shot. And throughout the round, I'm gonna give you some simple calculations on how you can use this. So an example would be if I miss a 5-foot putt, the expected value of missing that shot is 0.7 times the probability of me making that putt is 80%. So 0.7 times 0.8 equals 0.56. I'm gonna use my mulligans today when that threshold is above 0.3. So we're gonna base today a little bit off the math to make good decisions, and I'm gonna need it because I gotta shoot 6 under. And this is Pebble Beach, it's cold, hands are cold, I'm from Florida, so we're gonna have to go out today and play some golf, but we're also gonna have to make some smart decisions. Let's go. Let's have some fun out here, boys. Let's see what we got.
What does the first hole at Pebble do?
First hole Pebble, dogleg right. This is one of my 12 birdie holes. Let's go. There we go. There we go, good start. The goal today is to have an experience and not attach an outcome to that experience, even though I'm on a quest though to break Tiger's 67. So there's a bit of an outcome, but I gotta forget about the outcome and really just stick to the process of trying to hit good spots and use some mulligans in some smart places. Here's my caddy, Dean.
Good to be back.
How many
Welcome
years
back.
are we at now?
I think this is our 5th year together, is it? 5 or 6?
No, fourth.
4th?
Fourth.
Oh,
Were you here the first year?
No, I wasn't there the first
Fourth
year.
year.
Okay, 4th
Okay,
year.
Dean, how long have you been caddying at Pebble for?
Well, I've caddied in 2 different stints. This one about 11 years full time, but first caddied out here as a kid when I was 18, 1988.
How many years caddying out here?
Probably about 25 total.
Okay, cool. Well, you got to guide me
service
around.
time, yeah.
How many rounds?
Oh, countless.
Have you ever seen a 66 out here?
I have.
You've seen how many?
I've seen 2.
Okay, 2. We got to make
Seen
that
a
the third.
62. I was in the group with David Duvall when he shot
Okay.
course record.
Decent player. Probably what, 2099?
2002 AT&T. First off.
He was incredible from like 98 to 2002.
Winter rules. Yeah, winter rules.
Okay.
Maybe that was
So
2000.
we got to go low today. So we got to tap into that, some of that David Duvall
Oh,
energy.
we got that. You got
We
that
got
in
that.
your game. I've seen enough of your game.
Well, like I was saying,
here.
Dean, the goals today, we can't make bogeys. We got 12 birdie holes out here. We got to birdie 6 of those holes. This is one of those birdie holes. So
It is.
what'd you fire?
125 is the actual. I would play this 130 with spin.
Any wedge inside 30 feet today, my rule of thumb is going to be probably not to use a mulligan. That was about 30-yard wedge. So if that wedge was 70 yards and I hit that to 35 feet, I would probably use a mulligan. And now I got about a 20-footer up the hill. So statistically, there's about a 12% chance I make this. And if I miss this putt, guess what? I lose 0.1 shots. So when you multiply, when you look at expected value, it's the probability of making the shot times the strokes lost. So 0.1 times 0.12 would be 0.01. I'm only going to use mulligans today if that threshold's above a 0.3. So I want to be smart with my mulligans, but I got a pretty good look here for birdie. How much total break?
Cup and a half.
Okay.
Almost 2 cups, but they're a little wet.
Okay, cool.
Just to light up.
Thanks.
506, par 5.
Okay, number 2, par 5 pebble. This is pretty much a must birdie. Without saying must birdie and putting too much pressure on myself. We got to play this one well though. Here we go.
It's perfect.
Yeah, that's pretty good there. Thank you. A lot of respect for YouTube golfers. You know, before it's like, oh, they're just out there playing, but you got these cameras up in your grill. You care, you're trying to play more, you're putting a little more pressure on yourself, and it's challenging. Like when you put pressure on yourself in golf, typically what happens? Play a little worse. So the key is trying to stay loose, you know, which is easier said than done.
Should we do a YouTube golf tournament? Like the internet invitation?
Oh yeah. Next 18 months, we're gonna have a huge, I think we're gonna do it. I think there needs to be like the 4 YouTube golf majors. And I see us coming in as number 2. It's awesome to watch Internet Invitational. I mean, everyone involved just did an incredible job, but I think there should be a couple, right? Keep growing the game. It's where the future is.
Brixton just carried the ball approximately 290 yards. It's got 221 middle.
The problem today is you're not getting roll, and it's 55 degrees. So for every 10 degrees below 75, the ball goes about 3 yards shorter. So the ball's gonna carry about 7 yards shorter today, and we're not getting roll. So every hole out here effectively today is gonna play about 20 yards longer. Oh, be good.
It's right at it.
Oh, that might be a 2, boys. Wow. Whew. That felt good. So I was strategizing for it today, and when we were looking at the data from 2000, Tiger in his final round 67, his first birdie was only hole 10. So he made 9 pars in a row to start. So just kind of shows patience is key. Let's say a 20 handicapper comes out here, they're just playing around, first time playing the course. What would you expect like a 20 handicapper to shoot out here first time?
If they break 110, I think I'd be ecstatic with them.
Tough golf
Yeah,
course. I mean,
tough golf
we're playing
course.
Pebble Beach, guys.
Small greens.
So a lot of people playing scrambles, what they're going to do is they're going to use a lot of their mulligans on these long putts. But this is about a 40-footer. Like the odds of making this putt here are probably about 4%. So if I can make this, I could definitely steal a shot. But this will not be a mulligan. Oh, thank you. All righty, we're in the red numbers, boys. So if you notice, we have all this new content coming out, and I really want to hear from you guys on what type of videos you want to see. The big theme of these videos, we're going to be traveling to some really cool courses. We're going to be doing content. Our goal at Performance Golf is to help you love your game more and reach your full potential. So I want to hear what type of videos you want to see. So leave a comment below, subscribe to the channel, and I'm going to pick 3 people's comments, 3 of the best comments, and I'm going to send you a gift from the Pebble Beach Pro Shop plus a gift card. So I'm really looking forward to hearing from you, and I hope you're enjoying these new videos that we're coming out with. So we're on the 3rd hole at Pebble. This is a very short par 4. So a good tee shot here can give you a tremendous advantage to make a birdie. But there's also bunkers up the right. So you got to put this in the right spot. But a good tee ball here can make this hole significantly easier.
There you go. That's got the cameraman. Dead center.
Okay, 60-yard shot. This is one we want to get inside 10 feet here. Give myself a really good look. Okay, just slightly pulled it, but we got to look. So before this round, it's interesting. I started asking people what they think it's going to take, and I've had people say it's going to take 10 mulligans up to 50 mulligans. So no one really knows, because you still got to hit a lot of high quality shots today, but off to a decent start if we can knock this in.
Bottom.
Ooh. There we go. Thank you. I will say it's a little bit of a relieving start. Get the momentum going early. Like I said, there's 12 birdie holes out here. So far, I've played 3 of them. There's some birdie holes to start, and I've gone 2. So this is a very good start. Like I said, perfection at Pebble. It's not going to be easy. This is a very short par 4. It's a little risk reward. You can kind of pinch driver up there. I don't think there's a big advantage, and I want to save the mulligans for more of my approach shots and my putts today if I can. So we're going to hit a 4-iron here. Just position this in the middle of the fairway and give myself a wedge in. Thank you. But I remember watching Tiger and being like, this is greatness. This is one of these things that, how do I say it? Like, you're not going to see. Like, you might see someone playing this well, like maybe once in your lifetime. It was like that special of a moment. And I just remember remembering that as a kid. Like, this is something you might never see again.
Yeah.
This is one of these holes when you walk up here, I mean, you just want to like feel, I mean, you can feel all your senses. Like, if you haven't played Pebble Beach before, like, you feel like almost like 9 senses when you're out here. I mean, just look at this.
If you're an amateur golfer, average golfer coming onto Pebble, what's your best bet for success?
I would say lastly, like the big key is really just how well can you hit your iron shots and chip. I mean, you're going to miss a lot of greens. Like when we get up here, you're going to see how small this green is. Like you're not going to hit a ton of greens. So I would say being able just to chip and consistently get your chips on the green and not miss greens on chip shots is very, very important. Ugh. Oh, that's a big one. That lip there was a huge mulligan saver. They can play tough, but they're also birdie holes. So, like I said, I got 12 birdie opportunities today. I was able to get 2 of the first 4. I need to basically birdie half my birdie holes. So I'm on pace for that. So we're tracking, but we got a lot of work. Never saw it.
Left edge.
Okay, so we are going to use the first mulligan of the day, and here's why. So I just short-sighted myself on a par 3. Okay, so when you short-sight yourself, you're technically losing 0.7 shots, and the odds of me hitting the green from here is about 60%. So 0.7 times 0.6 is 0.42. So it's above my threshold of 0.3 for the expected value when I should use a mulligan. So this will be the first mulligan of the day. Never saw it.
Straight at it.
Right at it. A little left of it. Yep.
Front edge.
Right next to me.
The key today is no bogeys. Like, I think Scott Fawcett, Decade Golf, does a great job, and he really talks about just eliminating bogeys. Like a lot of times people press for birdies. When you press for birdies, you tend to do worse. So a big theme today is just going to be no bogeys. Ugh, man, I had it. Just got to hit it.
Good roll. Good roll.
Go. So when I was a kid, we moved into this house, and there was a big bedroom and a small bedroom. And I gave my sister the big bedroom, but that allowed me to do 2 things to my bedroom because I took this small bedroom. So I painted Michael Jordan's final shot. I had someone come over and paint his final shot as a Chicago Bull on the wall. And I also convinced my parents to put a golf hole in the floor for me. So my parents found where the floor joists were, drilled a hole into the floor, and I would just putt all the time. Practice putts inside 10 feet. The problem was it irritated my sister so much because I would just putt all night and you would just hear the hole rattling all night and she couldn't sleep for like 8 years. So whenever I'm over those 5-footers, I just think about that hole in my floor in my room as a kid. And I'm like, you had a lot of these, just knock this thing in. So just trying to tap into those past memories. I think that's one of the things that Tiger probably did. I think the guys that are at the top of the top, they're just a little more elite from like a ball strike, from just like an overall like skill perspective. But I think they also just have that mental edge. Like they go into that round like thinking they're gonna win and they really believe it. Where the other guys, I don't know if they fully feel like they can do it. Like they still kind of need to prove to themselves. Those guys expect to win. When you expect something and you just know you're gonna do it, I think that gives them that slight edge. Combine that with just, you know, being physically a little bit better. That's what separates those guys. Thank you.
That's so perfect for this hole.
This is the hole here where Tiger hit. I mean, he was, where would he hit that?
I believe he was right in the rough, like right in here, like 190, right, or something?
And that rough was thick that week.
That year they had thick rough on the right side. And there was a tree that time of year that's growing out of this ravine.
And he hit that iron that just landed just short, kicked up. Remember, the commentators were like, how in the heck did he hit that shot? I mean, it was like one of those moments that was pretty cool. I think that was maybe the second round, if I remember correctly.
You would know better if you studied it.
Yeah.
Ian, were you there?
I was outside the ropes walking around that week. I don't know if I was there on the second round. I think I went the first and Sunday rounds.
When did you feel like in the week this thing is over? Like, was there like a point early in the week where you're like, okay, this is just, did you feel like early it's just Tiger's gonna win this? Do you remember that at all?
I don't recall that, you know,
Okay.
but he was so dominant leading up to that as well. So I think everyone expected him to win.
Yeah.
But there's so many variables when it comes to a U.S. Open that no one would expect a 15-shot.
Wow, it's nuts. Okay, really good scoring opportunity here. Par 5, we got a 4-iron in. Got hit a good shot, but good opportunity here to get one. Oh no. That wasn't my best. So this is the first decision of the day that was a little bit like, do I want to use one or not? But I know if I hit a good shot here, it can position me well. So we're going to use a mulligan and see what we can do. Oh, not good. Yeah, so I hit both those left, pretty much in the same spot. Both short left. So mulligan basically did nothing for me, but still can make a birdie, which is the goal. This is one of the 12 birdie holes. Oh, I thought it would kick a little more. That's a great example there where I thought I hit that just perfect. When I hit that, I thought that would be probably right next to the hole, but I still have 12 feet. Landed a little softer than I thought. Maybe psyched myself out with all that sub air and all that firmness of the green talk, but still not a bad shot from there. Gives myself a good look here. Oof.
Nice birdie.
Thank you. 3 under, let's go. There's 2 types of ways to play Pebble Beach. There's when you're playing well, and there's when you're playing terrible. And I think as golfers, we can all relate to when you play well, you love your game. When you're not playing well, when you're chopping it, you're not loving your game. So the big goal of performance golf, and really my big goal for today is let's just try to love our game more. Because when you play well, it is like any golfer that tells me when they play well compared to when they play terrible, it's not a lot more fun. I cannot relate. So PG, love your game. Okay, so we're gonna throw this just past the hole and we're gonna spin this back for our first hole in one here, right here. I can feel it. Oh, just a little short. Like we are on right now one of the most historic spots in the golfing universe. And I'm walking up with a birdie putt. I would have liked to have hit that thing a little closer. I really was thinking a hole in one. I hit it, I just almost nipped it too well. A little too much spin on it, but We got ourselves a birdie look. Would be nice to knock one of these in. Oh, let's go. Let's go. Woo. So 4 under through 7, but we are going into 8, 9, and 10 are probably some of the hardest holes at Pebble Beach. So we have 4 of the most difficult holes, and we're going back into the teeth of the wind here. So I was just saying, like 8, 9, and 10 out here are tough golf holes. Thank you. So this is the stretch in the round right now where I had some birdie opportunities. Remember, there's 12 birdie holes. So far, I've actually had 7 of those opportunities. So there's a good stretch early at Pebble, but now the more difficult holes come in, and the key today is going to be to avoid bogeys. So really need a high quality shot here. Ooh.
Good stop, Tiger.
Damn, my foot just slipped. You see that? That was an honor of Tiger. My left foot slipped. Okay, but what does Tiger do after that? He freaking stuffs it. Let's go right now. Let's tap into that. You can just feel the Tiger. I'm gonna channel it right here.
Go. All right, pin high, just caught trap on the right.
Ugh. So this is gonna be a mulligan opportunity. So I'm using a mulligan here, and here's the math behind it really quick. So I short-sighted myself. That cost me 0.7 shots. The odds of me hitting the green with a 5-iron's about 40%, okay? So 0.7 times 0.4 is 0.28. I'm saying above 0.3, we're gonna use mulligan. So we're on the border here. This is a borderline, should I use a mulligan? But we're gonna take the risk and we're gonna do it. Oh, be the right club, please. Sit down.
You called it. Good shot.
Oof.
Back edge. You're all right.
That was a big
I think it was good use of the mulligan.
Yeah. That was a critical moment there because my math says use mulligans over 0.3, and I was at the 0.28 threshold. So, like I said, golf's a game of tiny edges. Like when you think about it, just comes down like a putt here, maybe a bounce here. And that was definitely a borderline decision, but glad I used the mulligan. What's the most angry you've ever seen someone get out here?
I've seen bags thrown over the tee on 18 before.
Really?
Clubs. Yeah.
Like, I'm
putters.
quitting golf, I'm done.
Oh yeah.
They were just out here at Pebble Beach. They just did not enjoy it. They're so
too much pressure on themselves to perform, and it kind of creates the opposite effect. As you
damn. So they threw the bag on 18. Did they go in after it?
No, the caddies did, I think, and retrieved it, kept it.
Yeah.
Not horrible.
A little tentative. Okay, tap in part there, not gonna be upset. So my big thing for amateur golfers, and especially someone like myself who works 80+ hours a week. I mean, I had a 5-year stretch a couple years ago. I played like 30 rounds of golf in 5 years. I was playing 6-7 times a year only. The big key to get better at golf is to really work on the right things in the right order. And it's so easy as a golfer just to want to go bang range balls, try all these different YouTube tips. But at the end of the day, that's almost like saying, like a doctor's doing a surgery on you. I'm just gonna try a bunch of different things. I'm gonna poke at a number of things in your body and just see if I can magically fix your illness or whatever you need surgery for it. If you can just work on the right things in the right order, and that's often less. It's focusing on that one thing. And that's a cool thing that we do at Performance Golf. We help you identify your top 5 swing flaws, but we take out the guesswork and we get you working on that one thing in your swing where when you fix it, it fixes 3 things. So the big key in golf is keeping it simple, working on the right things in the right order. If you don't do that, you literally will get worse.
Right on the edge, I believe.
That's close.
Yeah, should be in play though.
Like, I honestly did not hit too bad of a shot. I mean, the wind's blowing right. I know I can't miss it in that bunker. It's a tough shot. Like, I mean, literally I've got a little 15-yard target up there. Wind blowing towards the water. Yeah, I actually got a pretty good lie. You know, I've got a 55 degree. The key here is to get this ball to the hole. I really got to make good contact. It's actually sitting up, so I'm going to hover the club a little bit. And the key is really stay level on this shot. It's easy to get a little underneath this and leave this short. So my goal here is really good distance control, and I got to get this to the hole. It's uphill, and it's easy to scoop a little bit or get a little underneath this lie. Let's see what we can do. Oh. Man, that was close. Okay, we got a quick one here, boys. Oh, okay, so the data shows this is a mulligan because I'm 9 feet. Oh. All righty, well, we're not gonna use another. We're gonna take our 5. Ugh. First bogey of the day. I'm really trying to not think about the mulligans, you know, like, it's nice to know that's there, but it's also like, you know, when you use it, there's a little bit extra pressure on yourself. And when you add that extra pressure, typically you can get a little tense. And that's like one of the things with my game. I need to really just stay calm and relax. I tend to sometimes tighten up just a little bit, and that kind of impacts my ball striking.
Great ball. Perfect.
Oh, maybe my best one of the day right there.
Absolutely.
Okay, so what do you think, Dean? Just left the cup?
I love it. Flag stick left.
Okay, we're gonna aim this about 15 feet left of the hole, let the wind just bleed it down to the right. Not bad. A nice uphill leave is very nice. If I could roll this in, this would be big. This was Tiger's first?
Tiger's first of the day.
It's gonna channel that. Okay, I got it. We're good. That was a big bounce back there. This was so big because this is one of these holes. Like, again, I've got 12 birdie holes. So far, I've had 7 opportunities on my birdie. This is not a birdie hole. And to steal one on a non-birdie hole, that's big.
Well shot.
A little right.
Should be fairway though.
Think so?
Yep.
So what do you think you'd play this? 128 into the wind. So let's just factor about a 6-yard wind uphill. Probably like a good one, like a 140.
I agree.
Okay.
Yep.
I like that.
Straight
Well,
at it. You got room right.
Just right of it. Okay.
Yeah.
Is that on? This is one of these putts here where my eyes just light up. I'm thinking make, but after playing golf out here a bunch, you need to really respect this putt, because if this ball gets by the hole, it's really easy to hit this thing 10 feet past. So my thought process on this putt to respect this is I want to roll this ball in between 3 and 4 o'clock. So I'm envisioning rolling this putt in around 3:30 on the clock. That means I have to respect the hill. I need to die it in right there around that 3:30 on the clock. And I need really good speed. If I miss this putt, I don't want this thing going more than a foot past the hole. So we're gonna respect this. We're gonna die this in exactly how I said. Oh, just missed it. But again, good roll. Definitely not a mulligan there, because the odds of me making that are around 12%. I would make that putt 1 out of 12. And again, this is a simple math thing. Like, so if I make that putt, I pick up 0.1 shots. You multiply that by my probability of a make, which is 12%. So re-putting that would be the expected value of 0.01. And remember, I'm only using mulligans if it's over 0.3. So that's not even close. Never would use a mulligan there. This is about a 185-yard golf shot, probably a 7-iron for me. But remember, every 10 degrees below 75 degrees, you got to factor an extra 3 yards in. So we're about 20 degrees today below 75. So normally I would hit 7s. That's why I'm going to club up to 6 here. Hit this thing nice and smooth. And again, par 3s, pars are good, but let's make a solid swing here. Go ball. That's got to go. According to the data, here's what the data says. So I'm a scratch golfer. That means I should shoot around 74 to 75 at Pebble Beach. I got to shoot 66. So the data says I probably will have to use about 13 mulligans, considering about half the mulligans aren't going to do anything for me. I just love how Bryson plays. He plays a game of little edges. Like, he's looking for every little edge he can find, and if he can find 10 of those start to multiply. That's why I think Bryson's just absolutely destroying it right now. I think that might be a mulligan. This is tough. Honestly, this is like a tough decision. It's like, should I save it for the 6-footer or use it here? Since I know this putt now, I'm going to reuse it here, and I'm going to go off my ability to just hit this thing close to the hole.
All right, good use of the mulligan.
So that's tough because how far was I? Right here? This is one I would say of the borderline birdie holes within the 12 birdie holes that I'm talking about. Good drive here. Okay, so the play here is aim it right at the hole, let the wind blow it a couple feet to the left, give myself about a 12-footer uphill. I might even aim this a foot or two right at the hole, let the wind bring it down. Oh, stay there. Look at that spin.
Right, uphill putt.
Oh, man, that looked good. We got an uphill putt, pretty slow putt. This is one I can kind of give a good chance to make. You don't really want to run this too far by, so I got to be a little careful with speed. But I can be pretty aggressive here. And this is one I can definitely try to give this a make. Pretty good putt, just
Kind of held,
I hit that a little more than I wanted out there. Okay, so we got 5 holes left. I'm 4 under. I would say I'm pretty stress-free 4 under. Like, I've hit a lot of greens. And what have I chipped on what, 1 hole so far? I think only. So it's been pretty stress-free. What am I, 5 mulligans in? Yeah, 5. Yeah.
Just fine.
Is that okay, you think?
Yep. Yep. Maybe right rough.
So I'm gonna hit a 4-iron here up at that bunker.
Love it.
Position myself with a wedge. Yeah, I'll go ahead here.
Sit in the fairway. Yeah.
That was a bit of a tricky situation where I maybe considered a mulligan off the tee because being in the rough, it's gonna cost you about close to a half shot, okay? And the odds of me hitting the fairway, let's just say, are 60%. So 0.6 times 0.5 is 0.3. So that was probably one there where I should have hit a mulligan. The reason I didn't hit a mulligan is I felt like today was a 3-shot hole. And I just felt like, you know, getting a little bit closer might not make that big of a difference. So maybe save the mulligan for the approach shot. Next shot's super important because, again, I got 2 par 5s coming in, but there are a couple difficult holes. So if I can give myself a really good look here at least, if I can get something here inside 15 feet, that would be really key.
Sit.
Great shot.
Sit.
Great shot.
No.
Oh, no.
Oh.
I think we got to use a mulligan.
Brixie, you got 13 mulligans. Use it.
So I'm gonna take one more stick here. I gotta throw this thing past the hole. Let's use the mulligan. Oh, same thing.
Some gusts up there.
A lot of wind up there. A lot of wind up there.
Gosh.
All right, Brixie, you got tons of mulligans, bro. You can hit all that, not have a
I hit that terrible. Should I use another one or just play it?
Use another one. There you go. Hey, Mo, what you doing?
It's rolling down.
Okay, so I literally just used what I used 2 mulligans here?
Yeah.
2 mulligans, and I literally just hit every single golf ball. And you're gonna see a ton of balls because everyone else did the same thing in the group. Within 4 feet of each other. That's just the absolute, I don't even know what the word is. I'm trying to think of the word I could say there for hitting those shots. I mean, look at that. Just, jeez. So I gotta bounce back here. Gotta pick on my spot. I gotta hit a good chip. This is a very difficult chip shot. This is pissing me off. I gotta use another one. My gosh. Oh boy. That hole there was humbling. Hit 3 balls in a row, then I hit 2 chips. That's like just getting punched in the face on the golf course. That's why it just shows like mulligans, they're not like guaranteed makes, right? And a hole like that. Basically 3 mulligans, I hit the exact same shots. That did nothing. So what am I at now? 8? 10? Is that out?
No, I don't think so.
So again, remember your intention, so important. We're gonna channel our inner tiger. I'm picturing that shot. I'm even picturing the post-shot fist pump. And we're gonna hit a good one here. This is gonna be one of our best shots of the day right here.
Come back.
Close, just a little right.
Good swing though.
I think back to when I was a kid, I used to miss qualifying by like a shot so many times. Because I found that I put a little extra pressure on myself in these qualifiers that, you know, there's like a couple spots open. But this is really good training for it today, to put that extra pressure. That's why when I say when people practice, put pressure on yourself, because you're gonna play that round of golf you really care about. And when you care more, you put pressure on yourself. So practice with pressure. But I can definitely feel a little bit of the pressure today, because I gotta hit good shots. Like if I don't hit a good shot, I'm gonna make a lot of pars. Oh my gosh. Oh my God. Nope. So the EV says on this putt, that cost me 0.7 shots. I should make this 80% of the time. So this is 0.56. I got to use a mulligan. I hit a perfect putt there. Didn't break. Let's try this again. Oh, 2 good putts. Hit another one?
Yeah, you
It's in the tall stuff. Yeah, let's find some fairway. You saw a bounce?
I've noticed my mindset has started to shift a little bit, where these mulligans, it kind of feels like daggers of like cuts are going into my body. And I got to shift that mentality from it's okay. There's 2 different philosophies. There's a philosophy of you're trending up and you're trending down. I think we can all relate in life. When you feel like you're trending up, you feel like good things are happening. These daggers make me feel like I'm trending down, but I just gotta be like, hey, it's okay. We're at Pebble Beach. Let's reframe this. Overall, I probably would be, if I was playing my own ball today, probably around even par, under par, which is good. First day out here. We got a full week. So let's just do a little bit of mindset reframing here to finish this round strong.
How many mulligans does a guy have?
Brixton?
A guy Brixton. A guy.
I think he has 8 left, and I'm officially scared because
scared?
the last three holes at Pebble,
Are difficult.
and you have to get to. My question is, will he try to take like 3 putts on 17, or try to make an eagle on 18?
Okay, Dean, this is a big moment here. A birdie would be huge. Because we know we can birdie 18.
You thinking 95?
Yeah. What do you think here? Just past the hole, let it come back?
I love it,
Would you
yeah.
try to play it just right of the hole? Because if I play it left, I'm going to have 20 feet.
I would play it right of the hole, right at the camera, man.
And then let it suck back a
shadow
little
of
bit?
the flag. Yep.
Okay. Be good one time.
Good luck.
Oh, there we go.
That's perfect. Uphill look.
There you go, Dean. Good
Uphill
call.
look.
Again, you got to visualize what's going to happen. You got to see that shot. I think, again, when I think back to life and the times I've been most successful, it's when I just had clarity, I slowed down, I visualized it, versus sometimes I think we just go through life and we just kind of like, we just go. And then what happens when you go and you don't have clarity is you just get a lot of randomness. Pictured my shot there, hit that beautifully. When it mattered, really mattered. I've got about a 12-foot putt, okay? From 12 feet, I should make this statistically probably about 28 to 30% of the time. So that means if I hit this putt 10 times, I could very easily miss it, 7 out of 10 times. So I could use 4 or 5 mulligans on one putt alone. And that's what makes this challenge so difficult. And I got to get to 6 under. So this is just a great example of, hey, you could burn 5 mulligans on a putt that easily.
Nice. Birdie. Saved our mulligan.
Well, I'm just saying, like, statistically, again, that putt's a putt. I think, you math majors out there and statisticians that follow golf all the time.
You're walking next to a man named Trigonometry with you right now.
And we got trigonometry. Guy had an A- in 11th grade trig, just one of his career academic highlights. But yeah, I mean, statistically, you make that putt, let's just say 3 out of 10, right? So that's when I could easily hit that and use 3 mulligans right there alone. And we've all played rounds before where we have that 5-footer that we just can't read and we just keep hitting it over and over and we miss 4 or 5 in a row. I think that's the difficulty of this challenge that you often can kind of underestimate. Just because you have the mulligans, it's not a guaranteed shot save. I mean, you look at all my mulligans today, I think maybe 2 or 3 have saved shots. But the rest kind of canceled out almost, right? What do you
I
think?
think it's just long.
Man. Like bunker? Does he know up there?
I can't see it.
Okay, so why am I using a mulligan? Well, I missed the green short-sided, so that's 0.7 shots. The probability of hitting a shot on the green here with this club is 60%. So 0.7 times 0.6 is 0.42. Anything over 0.3, I use a mulligan. Here we go. Going.
2 feet. 2
Thank
feet.
you.
No, that was an 8.
That was a soft 8. First time it's damn.
Good use of the mulligan.
What I love about this is this makes golf a little more of chess and strategy. And I mean, I think I mentioned this story before. I shot 5 with 5 clubs once. I shot 65. And I think in golf, what I like about today is I'm playing a little less golf swing and I'm trying to play a little more strategy. And that taps more into the right side of your brain. Where I think as a golfer, we often play so left brain sometimes where we're thinking of all the mechanics. So I think there's a beauty to this format and just kind of trying to go out there and play a little more strategically versus perfect the swing, which I know we're all guilty of.
What was the story you said about him hitting driver on 18 on Saturday?
So it's kind of crazy. Saturday's got that massive lead. And on the last hole, he hits one out of bounds left. Okay, Stevie Williams goes in the bag, and he realizes that Tiger only had one ball left. Stevie didn't put extra golf balls in the bag. He thought he did earlier in the day. So if Tiger hits that ball out of bounds, which 18, you can easily go left of the water or OB right, he has to withdraw from the tournament. I mean, that would have been the biggest story ever in golf. Maybe outside of, forget the guy's name, Robert D. Friends, whatever, who signed the wrong card after he won the Masters. I mean, imagine winning the Masters, signing the wrong card, and being, okay, you lost. Imagine having a 9-shot lead in the U.S. Open, or whatever it was, and running out of balls. And that almost happened here. What would have happened to Steve Williams? Would he have gotten fired? I don't know. You know what I'm thinking here? All those putts at night in my bedroom, keeping my sister awake. Nice birdie. There we go. Thank you.
Boom!
Okay, here we are. Gary Woodland, 2019 U.S. Open.
Sounded great. Oh, look at this shot. We talked about off the tee how that was maybe the...
Here we go. First attempt at it. Let's see what we got.
Pretty good.
Damn good.
Pretty good. Look at that. See that divot, greenskeeper?
Jeff, will you grab my bag?
Yeah. I don't think so. Pick it clean. When Tiger had a 15-shot lead, you think he stood on this hole thinking he's got 15 to play with? No. Tiger thought birdie this hole and like a champion. So we're going to do the exact same. No mulligans.
265 tree.
We're birdieing this hole. Remember, channel the Tiger. Here we go, right here.
Bunker.
Is it?
Yeah.
Let's hit one. Same thing.
You got some room to play with. Uno Mas?
I want to save my mulligans. I think I should have one more.
What do we have? 7? 6? 6 go.
No, I got more than that.
You had 8, just use 2.
I don't. Yeah, this is stupid.
All right.
I want you to think about Tin Cup, right? Think of that last hole, how many mulligans he used. He used like 7 mulligans. One shot. He kept hitting good shots. That's why this format's so interesting. It's like Tin Cup. How many mulligans did he use on that last hole? I don't know, 7, 6, right? And how many shots did that save him on the last hole? 0. Famous shot here, if you guys remember the U.S. Open, Tiger hit the shot under the tree. I don't think I'm gonna quite have to do that today, which is good. The frustration here, like this just shows the stupidity of the mulligan. I thought this was reachable in 2 today. It's a 3-shot hole. So like, I hit 2 balls in the bunker. There's 2 types of ways to hit this shot. I can try to hit this and quickly just get it over with. We've all been there before. Or I can try just to really enjoy this golf shot. So I'm gonna take the enjoyment and let's just see what happens. And I'll take your $100.
Got some bunker, right?
Bunker. Pretty good hit. Like I said, when I watched Tiger as a kid, I just knew. It's like sometimes in life you see something that's special, or every now and then you meet that person in life where you're like, man, that person's just different, right? And I remember in that moment just thinking of how special and how unique what Tiger was doing was at the time. So I think if anything, it just kind of amplifies my appreciation. It takes me back to that moment when I was a kid. And perfection at Pebble is no joke. Yeah, but overall today, like I said, I'm just happy that the challenge is not completed yet. As Tiger said, it's never done until it's done. But first day out here for the week. You guys are telling me I got to go out here and shoot 66. I definitely feel some positive vibes, but tricky challenge. I mean, it's one of those challenges where within a couple tiny edges today, maybe I used 3 to 4 mulligans, and this round looks awesome. But I think there was still a lot of good that came out of today. But again, I still won your $100 Venmo. If I lose that Venmo, it's gonna be like that sour taste that goes in your mouth. So we're not gonna end that way. But that was a pretty good 3-wood. I mean, from 260, I'm 50 feet from the hole. Not a bad shot. Definitely learned a lot. I mean, I think I used my calculation with EV pretty well today. What surprised me about the round when I reflect on it, there were so many situations where the EV was like exactly 0.3. And it's like, damn, this is a coin toss. Kind of gives me appreciation for like an NFL head coach that's got 20 seconds to figure out, are you gonna challenge it or not? And we got all these Monday morning quarterbacks out there that are saying, he sucks, he should be fired. I'm like, well, pretty tough to make these decisions when it's like so close in a few seconds, even with the mathematical calculations I'm using. So the tendency here is to probably leave this a little bit short, okay? This is like a mid-range bunker shot, so it's really gonna take great commitment here to get this ball to the hole. And I just need to commit and believe and see a good shot.
Shot.
There it is. Oh my gosh. You know what? We're not using them.
That par?
66.
66.
Guys, it was a lot of fun. Thanks for putting up with me. Hey, good job out
Good
there.
plan. Yeah, good hitting
Thanks
it.
playing.
Pleasure,
Thank
guys.
you. Yeah.
Donnie.
Grinding a practice round out.
brother.
Good evening.
Trig,
Always
enjoyed
good
it, man.
to be with you guys.
I hope you enjoyed this video today. I ended up breaking Tiger's record of 66, which makes me feel good. As you can see, a bunch of the mulligans that were used really didn't always help me, so there were a lot of challenges around that. But if you enjoyed this video, I want you to leave a comment below, subscribe. You can follow me. There's going to be a description down below. And let us know where you want me to do this next, who you want me to do this against. And again, thanks for following along. This was perfection at Pebble. Didn't quite get Tiger's 15-shot victory, but had a lot of fun out here. Leave a comment, subscribe to the channel. Let us know what you want to see next.